Every season I end up in the same situation of planning loads of projects for sewing, crochet, crafty things. I take loads of inspiration from Pinterest and Instagram, and then due to time I end up making about 2, but I'm excited by loads of them. So this spring I'm going to do it slightly differently. I have got this little tin, all of my ideas are going into here, and to kind of cut out the decision paralysis, I am going to just pull a project out of my little tin, and that's what I'm going to make. Picked out a bunch of projects that I really want to make, and I have made a little bit of a list to run through and decide on whether they are definites for going into the little tin, or if maybe I should just scrap them before they go in and have other suggestions. First project that I'm thinking is a blue patchwork top, and I totally missed this trend when it was really popular. Those stretchy material tops that were sort of overlocked and had all the wobbly lines, and they were like made up of squares. I still am thinking about this, and I don't know if it's because that's what I had my heart set on for this fabric and I just didn't get around to making it, or it's something that I still want, but I am just thinking these two blues go really well together, and I think it would be very cute, sort of like a little cami or sort of like little sleeveless top. Could be very sweet and quite practical for the summer, can go with lots of skirts and jeans and things. Because it was a bit of a trend, I don't know whether maybe I've missed the moment or it is still a cute idea. I am leaning into a cute idea because it will also be quite a quick little project to do. If you've got a different idea for these two and maybe a top style, let me know, because this is one I'm open to suggestions for. Next, this is a project that is absolutely everywhere, and I have already made one of these. It is the viral Uniqlo bag, which I think is super cute and practical. The fabric that I made mine in originally doesn't quite work with everything, so I am picturing this bright pink denim one that will be like a little side bag. I think these are the most awful pair of trousers, but I do absolutely love this pink denim, and I think it will be absolutely perfect for this project. Great transformation for something that, I don't know, I wouldn't buy this except for turning it into something else. I've got the perfect like strap to match. I bought these at 2 totally different occasions. I didn't even have the bag in my mind. They just work so well together. And then I would like to line it. I'm thinking maybe this, but it is a little bit more red. So open to suggestions on lining if this isn't what we're going for. I think it could be. I think it could work. It's also on the inside, so no one really sees it. This is totally where I scam myself, because the bag is about £15, 18 if you include shipping, whereas this is going to literally take me a whole day to make. And I don't know, say these were like £4 or £5. This was a couple of pounds, and then this will have been a couple of pounds for the fat quarter. So we're nearly there on price. Maybe I should have just bought it. This one might be a challenge. I have never really knitted before. I can do a basic square, but that's about it. I am very much a crocheter. I have been really wanting a red knitted cardigan, and as soon as you start including wool rather than acrylic into these cardigans, they just shoot up to over £100. That's just not in my budget. Honestly, that's not in my budget. So I found the most perfect mohair wool blend yarn in this really gorgeous warm toned red, and when it arrived my heart melted. It's such a beautiful colour. I absolutely love it. I have more than enough for a cardigan. I have been looking through petite knit patterns, and I think that I have settled on the novice cardigan, which is really gorgeous. She's rated it as 1 out of 5, so on the easy side for a pattern, and I'm kind of just one of those people that I can make it work. I'll learn as I go along. I think this is going to be a very long ongoing project, but I think it will be absolutely more than worth it. This one's not up for discussion, it's going in the tin. Pinterest and Instagram have very much been pushing this in my direction, and I think it's the reason I've fallen in love with it. And that is these gorgeous glass bead, like dream catchers, decorative sort of like hanging things. I think they are so, so pretty, and I have had these glass beads in my collection for the longest time. My mum picked them up from a market whilst we were in France years and years ago when I was younger, and I've just never ever known what to do with them. So I don't know whether it's just as simple as almost hanging them in the loops that they are in front of the window, because that could be so cute. They're very pretty. I will show you a little clip of them hung in front of the window just so you can get an idea of what I was thinking. Or doing something a bit more intricate and drapey with them. I've seen these really gorgeous little rear view mirror hangers, which I think is so cute and could be quite cool for these, sort of with that like cute, like, oh, cute drapiness. I do keep coming back to hanging them in front of the window, and I think it is absolutely so cute. For the amount of time that I've had these in my stash, this is the closest I have ever come to knowing what to do with them. And I think a dream catcher dangling in the window could absolutely be the most perfect idea. But let me know what you think. Is there something better I could do with these? These two are sort of non-questionable. I know exactly what I want to do with these. It's just about confirming what pattern I want to use. So this is like a stretchy kind of cotton with the most gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little pink bows, and it's kind of got this lacy detail. I'm not sure what that is officially called, but I do think it is the most gorgeous thing. Last year I made winter pajamas. This year I want to make some summer pajamas, like a little two-piece set, a cami with some shorts. I think this will be super, super, super cute. I'm leaning towards a mood pattern that is online, but I'm also open to other suggestions. I'm happy to pay for a pattern if you have a cute one that you've used, or something that could work really well as a pajama set, really. The pajamas are closely followed up by this white anglaise fabric. It is a print that doesn't have too big holes in it. I've had it for a while. I absolutely love this type of fabric, and originally I was thinking blouse, but now I'm thinking dress and going for this one. Very simple little square neck strappy top. I think that would be absolutely gorgeous in this fabric. Might need a lining because it is a little thin, but I had my hopes on making this last year. Didn't get round to it. It was actually on my summer projects. So I figured if I get it on my spring projects, I've got way more time to hopefully make this project. Despite it being spring, it is still very cold because I live in England. I picked up this amazing, gorgeous coloured blue blanket last year while I was at the charity shop. It has been washed incorrectly because it's very, very dense. It's a little bit felted. I did watch a With Wendy video a fair few years ago now, I think, of a blanket to Chanel style coat, but just that really nice cropped jacket look. I do kind of love this. I think if I can include these little tassels, maybe they're over the top of the pocket or on the sleeves, I'm not sure, but this is cute and it's been on the wish list for a while. I think spring is the perfect time to turn this into life. Still deciding on whether it needs a lining, or this is the lining and it has an outer. I've got a few fabrics that I could use, but I'm not set on them. I think this would be so nice. If you've got a pattern suggestion, absolutely send it over. Comment it down below. That would be amazingly helpful so I don't have to do so much research or try to draft one myself. I think I am confident that it will be cute, but am I being totally delusional? One that Cos is putting in the jar is this alpaca fabric. He has been asking me for a cushion. I keep putting it off. Funny thing that, but this is the fabric that he is picking and he would like a cushion. I do already have the insert, so unfortunately this is going to have to go in the jar. We kind of need to decide on a vibe. Is it like a button-up back? Does it need ruffles? Would ruffly alpacas be perfect for this? Does it need a pocket on the front? Should I put his initial on the front? But this is very him, so stick around to see if this one gets picked. On to something cuter. On to something cuter. Last, but certainly not least, this tinsel yarn that I have. I got this for Christmas. It was one of the gifts that I picked myself when we were out in the shops. It has it's the pink fluff, it's like a fluffy yarn, and it has this iridescent tinselness going through it. I think it is absolutely amazing. This is so much fun. I think it will look so good as like a little V-neck cami type thing that you can wear. I have sort of like, it's not scratchy. I was a little concerned that the tinsel would make it quite scratchy, but it is actually very soft and I think it would be totally fine to wear as is. I think that I would lean towards the for the frills, I can't say it, V-neck tank for the frills. That is a tongue twister. The pattern that I'm thinking of potentially using is a little V-neck tank that I have seen by For the Frills. You could wear it by itself in the spring and the summer, or over a shirt or another top when it comes to autumn and winter. My only concern is maybe is it a little bit Christmassy with the iridescent tinsel, but I don't think so. I think it's only becomes Christmassy when you say about it being Christmassy, despite it having snowflakes on the label. To make it easier to crochet, I am probably going to pair these two yarns in with it and crochet them together, so it will bring out the like pink and purple vibes, and maybe just tone down slightly on the Christmas vibes. I think this is going to be love or hate. Are you love or hate on the idea of this as a cute top? I think I love it. Starting from next week, I'll be picking my projects from this little tin as to what comes first. So make sure you comment below if you think something should be changed, or just be honest. If it should be removed and it's outdated and it's probably not going to turn out as cute as I think, let me know in the comments because I probably need to hear it.